Hello guys, we will cover Ghatanachakra 2025 of recent version, and this is the Indian history. In this Indian history, we will cover the ancient history first, and here it is given the topic like the ancient history. We have seen that in state PCS and in UPSC also have vast weightage. So here it is topic given like Stone Age, Indus Valley civilization. Indus Valley civilization always comes in exam. So mostly it's important. All the topics are not important, but here some topics are really important, which I will tell in the coming. So you can see Vedic Age, Buddhism. All these things I will cover in this lecture. So let's see. This is the 2025 version of Ghatanachakra. So mostly I will teach in English due to the English medium. So, but I will in between Hindi I will also speak. So you can see the first chapter here. Theory is given like it's a Stone Age. From this topic, questions comes very less. So I will cover in a fast mode this topic Stone Age. So this theories will be covered in the option. So there is no need to read this directly. We can cover this from this options. So all the things will be covered here. So now first question like Robert Bruce who discovered first Paleolithic tools in India was an so what was he? He was geologist and archaeologist. So I will tell whatever we will important. I will tell that important, and which is not that much important for state pieces like UPPCS. So we will uh, ignore that questions. So you can see that Robert Bruce, he was geologist and archaeologist. So he was a British geologist and archaeologist. He is considered father of Indian prehistory. So he was also associated with the Geological Survey of India as well. So now next question is the 3A system divided into stone, bronze and iron from the collection of Copenhagen Museum was coined by Thomas Thomson. This is the stone, bronze and iron. It was in Copenhagen Museum coined by the Christian Jason Thompson. It was asked in UPPC 2010. So now next questions. With reference to Indian history, Alexander Lee, H. Longhuston, Robert Sewell and James Burgess and Walter Elliot were associated with the archaeological excavations. He was a relative archaeological excavations. So you can see that Alexander E. H. Longhurst and Robert Swell. He was related with this archaeological excavations. This question was asked in IS 2023 and it becomes important for this. Even if we can't remember these things, still we have to know this. They were related with the excavations. So now next questions. According to the excavated evidence, the domestication of animals began in Mesolithic period. So now according to excavated evidence, domestication of animal began in Mesolithic period. This is important when they asked mostly in exam when the domestication of animal started. Started in Mesolithic period. So earliest evidence of domestication animals in India have been found in Adamgarh. This place is important, which is in MP. And in Bagor, Bhilwara, Rajasthan. Then fifth questions. In Mesolithic context, evidence of animal domestication has been found in Adamgarh. Same questions. It means it's important. So from which one of the following sites have been bone implements been found? So it is Mahada and Sarai Nahar. A large number of implements made of bones horns have been found from the Mesolithic sites Mahada and Sarai Nahar. It is located in Pratapgarh district, which is in UP. Location is important. Okay. So the book title Parvata Vimarsa, written by Dr. Jay Narayan, describe this is not important, just know this. This is place is important that this Mesolithic is found. Saranahar and Damdama and Mahadaha. Bone ornaments in Mesolithic context in India have been obtained from Saranahar and Mahadaha. Only this is important. We can see that in this option like this, only this portion is important. Mesolithic, Mahadha, and Sarayanar. Most of things we can leave this portion if we can't remember everything. So next, are in the following Mesolithic sites geographically in order from the west to east. So it's asking the west to east Mesolithic sites from the Indian map. So it is Mahadha first, then Lakhaiya, Mirzapur, and Paisara Bihar and Birbhum. Mostly we know the Birbhum. Usually we can conclude this thing. Okay, so now three human skeletons in single grave were recovered from Damdama. Three this single grave, three skeletons human graves in Damdama. Just remember the location is Damdama is in Uttar Pradesh, is in Pratapgarh district. Here double burials were found also. Human graves were also found. Triple burial graves were found here. This is important. Remember these things. And 4 human skeletons were found in Sarayanahar. Just know this. The cultivation of cereals first started in Neolithic sites. First, this is important. Many times is asked that agriculture started in Neolithic sites. Grains were first produced in Neolithic sites. And it was a time when people instituted agriculture called Yava and Mehergarh, two Neolithic sites. Please remember it. This is important. Provide clear piece of evidence of rice grain and wheat have been found. Okay. And the next question is earlier evidence of man in India is found in. So it is Narmada Valley, which is in Madhya Pradesh. So you can see that first evidence of human being in Narmada Valley is found. This code 1982. So now next question. The first human fossils was found from which river? Same Narmada Valley. Whenever they ask same question, Narmada Valley, human skeletons were found first time. Just remember this. First cereals used by man was it was a barley. Human first used barley. People, but this time people know the wheat is rice, but it's not only barley. Remember this in ancient time I found it. The many 8 types of food grains are consumed by modern humans like barley, wheat, maize. This is not important. Just don't remember important things I will teach. So we no need to read everything. So these plants were found from the weeds in the area later grown in seeds by human beings at different places in different times. Barley, first grain used by human beings. Remember this during 8000 BC. Okay, and it is located in Iran. So wheat is also cultivated later, but first barley. The earliest evidence of agriculture in Indian subcontinents comes from Laura Deva, which is in Sant Kabirnagar. This is a recent discovery in Sant Kabirnagar, Uttar Pradesh. According to the latest research, earlier evidence of agriculture in Indian subcontinent have been reported from Laura Dev in Sant Kabirnagar, Uttar Pradesh. First evidence of agriculture. Okay, so human activity beginning here 9000 to 7000 BC. This research first we knew this that wheat was found from Mehergarh. It was earliest evidence from Mehergarh, but now it is Lauradev, which is in Sant Kabirnagar. It is a proud for India. Okay, so rice is also known from the river bank of Belan district. Place is important. Belan in Uttar Pradesh, Prayagraj, which is in 65,000 BC. Okay, if Laura they were not given, then Mehergarh we can tick. Okay. So the earliest evidence of agriculture in India subcontinent come from the Mehergarh. Okay, if Laura they were given, then Laura they we have to tick, otherwise Mehergarh. It was UPC 2010 it is asked. So now the earliest evidence of agriculture in Indian subcontinent same Mehergarh. So now during the Neolithic age, the earliest evidence of the origins of agriculture have been found at which of the following place of northwestern region of Indian subcontinent? It is Mehergarh, which is in Pakistan. Mehergarh right now. So now the earliest evidence of animal domestication agriculture in India has come from It is Mehergarh, same thing. Mehergarh is important things. Wherever you see Mehergarh, you have to take. We're asking about first domestication and earliest agriculture. So now next question. With reference to cultural heritage of Uttar Pradesh, which of the following statements is correct? The oldest evidence of agriculture in the global context has been obtained from many excavated sites in this region. So now the oldest cultivated food grains are barley and paddy. Both are correct. Uttar Pradesh blessed with rice heritage prehistoric times, and noteworthy from the Koldiyava situated in Belan River have been considered oldest evidence of paddy cultivation. Laura Dev, we have read this. Laura Dev currently presented oldest evidence paddy cultivation found in Uttar Pradesh. Okay. So it is the barley and paddy have been found in Uttar Pradesh, and evidence of barley and paddy have been found in Mahagada, and evidence of the paddy have been found in Koldiyava also and Mahagada also. Okay. So name of the site which has revealed the earliest evidence of the settled life, Mehergarh. Same questions. Permanent life have been found from first time from Mehergarh, located in Kutch Plains of Balochistan. Mehergarh. In 7000 BC, oldest state of the Kilgul Muhammad and Kalibangan in 4000 BC and third respectively. Which among the following sites provides evidence of the domestication of the animal in Mesolithic periods? Bagor. The earliest piece of the domestication of animals have been found from the Adamgarh, it is in Madhya Pradesh, and Bagor, which is in Rajasthan. Which of the following periods is also known as the Chalcolithic age? Copper age, same. Chalcolithic means copper age. Copper age is also known as the Chalcolithic age, which is instruments. This age, which instruments of copper were used in the addition to the stone, which is also copper age. Consider the following statement pertaining to the Ahar civilization. The natives of Ahar knew copper smelting. You have to tell the correct option. So the rice is unknown to them. So metal work was one of the means of economy of the Ahar. Black, red colored pottery has been found here, on which generally white colored geometrical designs have been found. So which one is correct? So in this, B is the wrong one. Rice were known to them. This is the wrong one. Other are correct. ACD. So our civilization belonged to the Chalcolithic period and flourished around Mewar region of Rajasthan. Okay, the copper tools and evidence of copper smelting is also present here. And rice is known. Rice is known to them. And mostly black, red colored pottery were found there, and with white geometry designs. Ahar or Banas culture was a contemporary of which culture? Harappa culture. Ahar Banas culture during 1500 BC, contemporary to the Harappa civilization, it flourished in the present day Mewar region of Rajasthan, particularly along the Banas river and its tributary. Ahar, Gilan, and Balathal are some of the prominent sites of the culture. So now the cultural remains from Stone Age to Harappan civilization have been obtained from which one of the following? Mehergarh. Cultural remains of the Stone Age to Harappan civilization have been found from the Mehergarh, which is in Balochistan. Excavations at the Navdatoli was conducted by the H.D. Sankalia. Navdatoli has excellent evidence of the both round and rectangular residence structure which are located near the Khargaon, Madhya Pradesh. The former measures this the roof was probably made of the branches, leaves, this. I think this is not important. Just know this H.D. Sankalia. We have to read only which is required. We can't remember everything in exam. So now in which state the Navdatoli located? Madhya Pradesh. Just know the places. So now megalithic have been identified as a burial site. Megalithic usually refer to the burial made of the large stone. Mega means lithium means stone. It is stone. Here stone given. Megalithic. Mega means lith means stone. It was a graveyard. Away from the habitation side, a large attraction of these assumed to be associated with the burial or the post-burial rituals, including memorials for those who remains may be not available. Few types of these are the chamber tombs, dolmens, stone alignment, stone circles, pit circles. As mound is associated with the Neolithic site at where B. Sanganakallu. As mound has been found from the Neolithic site, Sanganakullu located in Ballari districts in Karnataka. They have been found in the Pikaliyal and Utnur. The ash mound has been burnt relics of the seasonal camp of the Neolithic herdsman community. Bhimbetka is a famous question. Bhimbetka is famous for the rock painting. So the rock center of Bhimbetka located in the Madhya Pradesh, Raisen district, Madhya Pradesh. Just know this. UNESCO has included a self picture of Bhimbetka in the list of world. It is a World Heritage Site. Remember this. This cave exhibit the earliest evident traces of human life on the Indian subcontinent and include the picture of elephants, sambar, deer. About 500 pictures. They just know this. Raisen impeded Bhimbetka and UNESCO. Just know this is important and nothing. Okay. So, which one of the following places is famous for the prehistoric painting? Bhimbetka, same. For painting in ancient time, only Bhimbetka, I remember this. What are the caves of Bhimbetka situated? It is situated in where? It is Abdulganj Raisen. It is asked in MPPC, so that's why it is very specific to. But we know the Raisen district. That's it. In India, from which rock shelter pictures have been found the most? Bhimbetka. Which one of the following Indian archaeologists first visited Bhimbetka caves and discovered prehistoric significance of its rock painting? It is V.S. Wakankar. Just know this. Bhimbetka caves, it is located in Raisen district of MP. It is famous for the rock paintings and discovered by the V.S. Wakankar in 1957. This much important. And it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Just know this. It is a rock painting. Rock painting. We have to know only important things. We don't need to read every totally Ghatanachakra. We have to follow very particular thing. When did Dr. Vishnu Sridhar Vakankar discover the rock shelter of Bhimbetka? 1957, 1958. Just know year around. Bhimbetka was discovered by Vishnu Vakankar, V.S. Vakankar. Just we read this. The ochre colored pottery was christened at Hastinapur. The ochre colored pottery was done by the Bibilal. Its discovery was done by the Bibilal in 1952 Hastinapur. Ochre colored pottery, it is known as OCP in implied it is main distinguishing feature was its ochre color. Due to ochre color, it's known as OCP, which gives the first appearance of being badly fired. Correct, porous character, and it is invariably on outer edges. Just know this full form. Sometimes they ask about full form. Archaeological, this ochre color pottery in Hastinapur. In the Chalcolithic period, people of Maharashtra buried their dead under the floor of their house in the following orientation. It is north-south position. Just know this a little bit. The people of Jorwe culture lived in a large rectangular house with wattle and daub walls, thatched roofs. They believed their life after birth. Therefore, buried and dead inside the houses. And children were buried in two urns. They joined mouth to mouth and sat horizontally in pit, while adults were placed in suspicious position, their head toward the, and found in the Damabad, Hinamgaon, and Chandoli, Nivasa. Just know this north south, not much important, still for this. And which of the following site has yielded skeleton of the dog along with human skeleton in burial? Which one? It is B. Burj Home. It's important question. We have to know this. Burj Home. It is in Jammu and Kashmir. This is Kashmir Valley. Prehistoric settlement. And here both human and animal skeleton were found. And in bored hole and many pits, bones of dogs and altered deer were found along with human skeleton. The skeleton of humans were found burial pits in sitting position along with bones of animals. With animals also it was there. And this question of the board home was carried out by Helmut de Terra and Ted Pearson in 1935. This board home. Now the evidence of burying the dog with human body is found where? Borjom, same things we have read this. The evidence of the pit dwelling have been obtained from Borjom. Pit dwelling, like hole, there is a bored hole. Okay. So now we have to match this. So Paleolithic age is matched with the Sohan Valley. Okay. And Mesolithic sites, it is Bhimbetka caves. And Neolithic sites, Borj home. Just remember these important things. Neolithic, Borj home. Remember this. And this Chalcolithic sites, Banas Valley. Okay. Same things. Paleolithic, Sohana Valley, Mesolithic, Bhimbetka, just Neolithic, Borj home. Just remember this is important. And Chalcolithic is Banas Valley. This is important. Match list first with list second. Here we have to match it. So we have to match it. Nevasa match with the Maharashtra. It is in Maharashtra. Just know the places. Okay. And Isampur, Karnataka, and Didwana, Rajasthan. Just know the places. Here Didwana, remember this. It is in Rajasthan. And Gudiyam cave in Tamil Nadu. Nevasa in Maharashtra and Isampur in Karnataka. Here. Burjom, just we read this. What he asked? Pairs which is correctly matched. So here Burjom is a pit cave, so it's not correct. First is not correct. And second, Chandraketugad is terracotta, correct. Ganeshwar, it is copper artifacts. If you know this Burjom is a burial site of human beings, so we can find answer and we can do 50-50 here. So this is 2 and 3. So Burjom is a Neolithic sites in Kashmir Valley. The site is famous for pit dwelling and Neolithic tools industry, not for rock cut science. That's why Chandraketugad is located in West Bengal. Just remember the places Chandraketugad. Sometimes they ask it's important. So it's with connected with the Ganga and with the Dhari river and must have been important center of trade and possibly also political center. Chandraketugad was major center of terracotta craft. Is famous for the terracotta. Just know this. And various kinds of the artifacts have been found at this site, including coins, pottery seals, and ceilings and figurines made of ivory, wood, and bronze. The Ganeshwar and Jodhpur culture located in Rajasthan. Hundreds of copper objects are found here. Now here, this is the IS questions here. So we have to find the which is correct information. So now here, Chandraketugad, and it is in Odisha. And just we read the East West Bengal here, Chandraketugad. So it's first is wrong. First is wrong. So here you can calculate this is wrong. So now here 2 and 3, here 3 and 4. So Inam Gaon, we know this is in Maharashtra and it's the Chalcolithic sites. And Mangadu is in Kerala and it is a megalithic site. And Salihundam, it is in Andhra Pradesh, but it's not this rock cut, right? It's not rock cut. I don't know. So 2 and 3 is correct. So here Chandraketugad, It is located in the West Bengal, and it's not in Odisha. So it is study suggests that once the destination was important trading port. It is famous for trading port with huge walls. So it's Inamgaon, which is pre-Harappan agrarian village and located in the Maharashtra. Inamgaon, remember this. And most extensively excavated and well reconstructed Chalcolithic sites. It's Chalcolithic sites in Deccan Plateau. That's why it's correct. Mangadu, which is a megalithic sites in Kollam districts of Kerala. Mangadu. And it is compact and uneven lateritic blocks, and urn burials of Mangadu reveal the evidence of post-cremation fragmentary burial sites. Remember this. And Salihundam. Salihundam is a Buddhist site in Srikakulam district of Andhra Pradesh. There are a number of Buddhist sites here and a huge monastery complex on the hillock amidst scenic surroundings. During excavations, rarely cascades for stupa and Chatagod structural temples and number of sculptures reflecting the three phases of the Buddhist Theravada, Mahayana, and Vajrayana have been found here. Here, no rock cut. Remember, no rock cut were found here. From which rock shelter of Vindhyas, a maximum number of human skeleton were found. It is Lekhaya. So according to the Pratattva Vimarsh by Jain Pandey, 70 human skeletons were found from the rock shelter of Lekhaya. Just remember this here skeleton, rock shelters. Skeletons were found here. Okay, it is in Vindhya region. And wrapped Curtis John or Los University of USA, remnants of 27 human skeletons were found in. Just remember this much importance. This all this information we can't remember like this much. We can't remember in exam. That's why we have to be selective. So now here given. So here two assertion and region are given. So first is the Stone Age people of India migrated to the Ganga Valley in terminal Pleistocene period, and second is due to climate change, it was dry phase in this period. So here given option is, so first is correct. We have to tell this which is correct and correct region. So here assertion is correct and region is correctly explains this. Okay. Due to the climate change, they are migrated in the Ganga Valley. Okay. Now we can see that in Vindhya region, it is mostly dry region. In southern part of UP, it is founded. We can see this. So now, Stone Age people of the Vindhya migrated to the Ganga Valley in the terminal Pleistocene period because of the climatic change. And Vindhya had become dry. Right now we can say it's a dry region also in southern part of the UP. Which of the departments ministry deals with the Archaeological Survey of India as an accessory office? Which culture? Archaeological Survey of India comes under the Ministry of Culture. You can see here. This question was asked in 2021 IAS questions also. So it's important right now. So we can see Premier Organization Archaeological Survey, and it was established in 1871 under the Alexander Cunningham, and he was appointed as first Director General. Remember, this is important. First Director General Alexander Cunningham. In 1901, during the Lord Curzon, it was centralized and designated as Archaeological Survey of India. Remember this, during the Lord Curzon, it was made Archaeological Survey. In 1982, John Marshall assumed the Director General. Just know this, only selective important like ASI under the Ministry of Culture, and first Director General Alexander Cunningham, and when situated 1871, and when centralized under the Lord Curzon, and it was named Archaeological Survey of India during the Lord Curzon. And at that time, John Marshall was the Director General of ASI. Who is called the father of Indian archaeology? It is Alexander Cunningham. Remember this. It's important. Alexander Cunningham, appointed as a British Army and British engineer group, he is known father of Indian archaeology. Just know this. Alexander Cunningham, father of Indian archaeology. National Human Museum situated in Bhopal. National Museum of Mankind was known as Indira Gandhi Rashtriya Manav Sangrahalaya located in Bhopal. It is an autonomous organization under the Ministry of Culture. Country's biggest museum showing history of human development, the Indira Gandhi Rashtriya Mano Sangrahalaya is located at which place in Bhopal? They repeated questions. It is asked in MBPCS. That's why they are very specific. But in UVPCS, it's very less chance they will ask this. So you have to be as specific. Now the next chapter is Indus Valley Civilization, and it's a very important topic. Every year questions are asked in IS, PCS, and year UPPCS also. In every state PCS and in one day also, but in state PCS it is important. So theory we can cover from these options. The theory is given, but through options we can cover everything. Here you can see theory. By stopping video you can read this theory also. But in here from option we can cover this. Here like given Harappa site situated near the here Ravi river, you can see near the Ravi river. Okay, so we can cover like this through the options. Everything is given in option. That's very fantastic. We can cover from this option everything. So human society is unique because it depends mainly on economy. Human society mainly depends on the economy. As the economy changes, human society changes accordingly. So which of the following is related to the Harappan civilization? It is Indus Valley civilization. Harappa is archaeological related Indus Valley civilization. First archaeological evidence of the obtained from the Harappa region. That's why it's named the Harappa civilization. Indus Valley civilization also known as the Harappa civilization. And along with the ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, it was one of the three ancient civilizations of the world at that time in India. So Indus civilization existed in proto-history. Remember this. There is difference. I will tell you one thing. There is a thing that prehistory and proto-history and history, history and post-history, post-history. There is difference among all these things. I'm telling you. Wait, I'm finding the questions here. Yeah, we got it. So here I was telling the differences. Okay, and proto-history here. The difference is that in prehistory we don't have any we don't have any written we don't have any written record. Okay, in prehistory and pre in proto-history we had we had written, we knew the writing how to write, but we it is not deciphered like in Indus Valley civilization. We knew writing in Indus Valley civilization, but still we can't read its language that what they have written. Like recently Tamil Nadu government had announced the $1 million to who will decipher this IVC language. So it's still not deciphered. That's why it's preached. In history, we know the writing and history and it is deciphered also. And proposed history, we know that in modern time. So these are the differences. So Indus Valley civilization was a proto-history. It means here we knew the writing, but it's not deciphered. So, so next we'll see this. And on this topic, there is also the we like Ahsoka script was also deciphered by Princep. So in this way, it will be deciphered later. So in historic period determined with respect to the available written literature, the period before which in which language of the art of writing was not available is called early historic period. It's an Indus Valley civilization is the proto-historical civilization. Although the writing this time writing was known, but it's not deciphered here. Indus Valley civilization was non-Aryan because it was a urban civilization. IVC famous for the urban civilization. So Indus Valley civilization, known as the urban civilization, it is famous for the urban civilization. And here Aryan civilization was a rural civilization, which comes in the later Vedic mostly. So the important region to keep Indus Valley civilization before Aryan civilization is potteries. The knowledge of script and town planning of the Indus Valley civilization was more developed than that of pre-Aryans. Different archaeological pieces of evidence of pottery have been found in early settlements of the Mehergarh. From the Indus Valley civilization, pottery have been found during this and proves the Indus Valley civilization existed before Aryan civilization. Aryan civilization means Vedic during the Vedic civilization, in later Vedic time. And it was a red pottery painted with black figures, specific specialty of the Harappan civilization. And whereas in Aryan times it was a grey painted pottery. The Indus Valley culture was different from the Vedic culture because it all the quality differences. Uh, it had the amenities of the developed cities of life, pictographic script, and it lacked the knowledge of Aryan and defense of arrow. The Indus Valley civilization was different from the Vedic culture in many ways. The Indus Valley civilization was urban. It was urban, and Vedic culture was a rural. We should know this. Vedic culture was rural, and IVC was urban. The script of Indus Valley civilization was of depictive. It was a depictive expressions. We have seen that, but it's not deciphered. And people of Indus Valley civilization did not know the use of iron was not found during the Indus Valley civilization. Just remember this. And in early Vedic also iron was not there. Iron was started during the later Vedic. And people of Indus Valley Vedic civilization used iron extensively. Remember this. The sources of knowledge about Harappa culture is archaeological excavations. Harappan culture, because the writing was not there, we know this. Writing was there, but it's not deciphered. And rock edicts were not there. Archaeological excavations were there. So the first artifacts uncovered in Harappa was a unique stone seal carved with a unicorn and inscriptions similar seals with different animals and writings have been found throughout the region. Although the writings have not been deciphered, still evidence found during the early archaeological excavations is the major source to know about the Harappan culture. Which of the following throw light on Harappan culture? It is archaeological excavation, and at this time also archaeological the excavations is going on in Harappa. The main source of knowledge about the inhabitants of the Indus Valley civilization is the discovery of seals. The site of Indus Valley civilization was excavated in the year 1921, and the objects such as tools, weapons, and ornaments of archaeological or historical interest was found there. But the main source to know about the civilization is the seals. And there were more than 300,000 seals were found. Just know this. Which are the following message is not correct regarding the origins of the Harappan civilization? Which is not correct? It is very static. So here we have to know this. Yam Rafiq Mughal Harappan civilization was inspired by the Mesolithic civilization. It is not correct. Remember, they asking not correct. And this is correct. Yes, J. Maclay migration of people from summer. He is asking about the regarding origins of Harappa, how it's originated. So it's here Maclay says that migration people from summer, and Mortimer Wheeler says the migration of idea of the Western civilization from the Western Asia, and Amalanda Ghosh say the Harappan culture mature to make Harappan civilization. About the origin of Harappan civilization, many scholars have a different view. Like E.J.M. Mackay has considered the origin of Harappan civilization was done due to the migration of people from the Mesopotamia. He's saying that. Just know that we can't remember everything, but we should know the basic thing. We can leave this also. But know the idea how it originated. And D.H. Gordon and Mortimer. Just know the Mortimer, famous historian. Mortimer Wheeler considered the Harappan civilization was the result of migration of ideal civilization from the Western Asia. Just know this. Mortimer Wheeler. And Amalanda Ghosh considered the pre-Harappan culture matured into Harappan civilization, while Yamya Rafiq Mughal considered the development Harappan civilization occurred in the Ravi River. Yamya Rafiq said that he refused the old belief that Harappan civilization was inspired by the Mesopotamia. It was actually in RAS. Here matching, we have to do this. So Harappan culture was excavated by the Dairam Sahni. Everybody know that it's important, just know this. And Hastinapur related with the Bibi Lal. And Taxila by the John Marshall. And Kosambi related with the Yanji Majumdar. Just know this. This Harappa, this is important. Just know this. Harappa was created by the Dairam Sahni. And here Hastinapur, Bibilal, and Taxila, John Marshall, Kosambi, Yanji Majumdar. Just know this. We can't remember everything. Harappa, just know this. The earliest evidence of the silver in India is found in the Harappa culture. And Harappa are known to the silver. They know the silver, but they don't know the iron. Remember this. Evidence of its proper use have been found from the Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. These people used to get silver from the mines of Jawar and Ajmer in Rajasthan. Remember this. Silver. Which color was commonly used in the Harappa pottery? Which color? Red. Okay, red color. Harappa pottery is bright dark red and formally sturdy and well backed. The conceit of wheel made both plain and painted. The plain was usually of the red clay, just know the red color was used. With or without fine red, the painted pottery was of red and black colors. Several methods were used by the people of the decoration of pottery. Polychrome pottery was rare and mainly comprised small vases decorated with geometric patterns, mostly in red, black, green, and less frequently in white and yellow. The color scheme was adopted for painting with light black or chocolate or light red or buff or greenish buff background. The beginning of ideal worship is to be considered in the pre-Aryan. Remember this. In Indus Valley civilization, there is no temple found. Just remember this. The worship started during the pre-Aryan, means Vedic time. So pre-Aryan considered the beginning of idol worship. Idol worship was prevalent in the Indus Valley, evident from the coins discovered from the Mohenjo-daro. They were worshipping the idol made of the statue. They were making the idol by the clay and worshipping this, but temple were not found. Remember this. And it was known from the coins discovered from Mohenjo-daro. and having the seal of God, and probably worship the mother goddess. Remember this mother goddess, and in addition to the male and female deities. Just know this: who are they worship? They were worshiping nature, male and female deities as a goddess, but not God like we do in present time. Which one of the following animals were not represented on the seals of the terracotta arts of the Harappan culture? In seals which not depicted cow. The figures of elephant, rhinoceros, tiger, deer, sheep are depicted on the seals, but terracotta art Harappan culture, but cow are not depicted on the seals and terracotta art. Which one of the following not a Harappan site? Which one not? So Goda, which is in Gorapur right now. So Sagoda is a village located in the bank of Rapti River in Gorapur district. A copper plate is important. Remember this. It is asked in exam. Its inscription is related with the Mauryan period. Okay, found here, which gives information about the storehouse present. Chanudodo, Kot Diji, and Desalpur are Harappan sites. Remember this. Kot Diji and Desalpur are Harappan sites. Chanudalo and Kot Diji are present in the current Sindh province of Pakistan, where Desalpur located in the Kutch. The location is important. It is asked in IES question, IES 2019. Okay, so next. So it is a matching one. Lothal. Why Lothal is famous? Everybody knows. It is famous for dockyard. So A, if we meet A with the dockyard, Kalipangan, everybody knows it is in Rajasthan and it is plowed field. And Lothal in Gujarat. And Dholavira, it is also in Gujarat. Why it is found? So age 2, if we match it with this also, age 2, so it is removed and this is also removed. So we can, like this, now we can do 50-50 here. So age 2, now second is first, and Dholavira, everybody knows that. Large sign of the Harappan inscription were found here. 10 large signs of the Harappan. Banavali, it is in terracotta replica of flower is found here. Here. It's important thing. We can found many questions from this thing. Archaeological remains of the Harappan port town of the Lothal are located on the Bhogava. Bhogava river, remember this? They sometimes ask this, that Lothal where is located? On the bank of which river? Bhogava river, tributary of Sabarmati river in the Gulf of Cambay. Kalibangan town is located in the bank of Ghaggar river. Okay, which is Saraswati river, which is considered Saraswati river, Ghaggar river. Okay, in Rajasthan. Hanumangarh district. Kalibangan was given the evidence of the earlier plowed agriculture field. Revealed the excavations. An inscription comprising 10 large-sized signs of the Harappan scripts was found in the Dholavira of Harappan script. Banavali, located in the Fatehpur district of Haryana, where terracotta replica of plow found. A plow field was discovered at Kalibangan. Just remember this. In which of the following Harappan cities furrows of the plowed field have been found? Kalibangan. So we have to match it. So through this, just know that this Harappan civilization related with the cemetery. Lothal just read the dockyard, and Kalibangan, which is furrowed land, were found here. Kalibangan, Mohenjo-daro, everybody. This question was asked in IS and in state pieces also, in UP dancing girl statue made with the bronze here. This dancing girl is Mohenjo-daro found, not Harappa. Remember this. Sometimes they confuse it. And this is a matching one, so we have to match it. So Harappa related with the near the Ravi river. Remember this is important. Hastinapur in Ganga, and Nagarjun Konda near the Krishna river. Paithan near the Godavari river. Okay. So here given Harappa, Ravi river, Hastinapur, Ganga, Nagarjun Konda, Krishna, and Paithan in Godavari. Okay. So here match list first with list second and select the correct answer from the lists. So here we just read this Harappa Ravi, okay, and here Kalibangan, the region Rajasthan, and Gagha river, and Lothal river. We know that Bhogava, everybody, and so just match it Harappa first third means these two removed, and Kalibangan second. So here option Lothal first, this. So here it is matched. Harappa with the Ravi, Kalibangan, Gaggar, Lothal, Bhogava, Ropari, Satluj river, which is in Punjab, Ropari in Punjab. Harappa was situated on the bank of Ravi. Remember this. Okay. The Great Bath was found from the Indus Valley of Mohenjo-daro. Remember this, not Harappa, it's Mohenjo-daro. The Great Bath is one of the well-known structures among the ruins of the ancient valley civilization at Mohenjo-daro in Sindh, Pakistan. The Great Bath was found at the archaeological site of the Mohenjo-daro. Okay. From which archaeological site of the Indus Valley civilization the figures or models of the boat are found? Dhaula, Bira and Bhagat. This Mohenjo-daro and Lothal. It is found. Boat are found. This is important question. Here are it has been UPSC 2022. Clay model boats have been found from the Lothal excavations from Mohenjo-daro seals having models of boat were discovered during the excavation Gujarat Lothal, which is found. Okay, so now, which of the following statements about the Indus Valley civilization is not true? Which is not true? Here, iron was not known. Okay, iron they didn't know. Iron were known during the Vedic period. So accurate drainage there in Indus Valley civilization. Trade and commerce were happening there, and worshipping of Mother Goddess were famous at that time. So now here. Indus Valley civilization was a Bronze Age civilization. It is also known as Bronze Age civilization. People of this age were not familiar with the iron. Remember this. Indus Valley people were not familiar with the iron. The drainage system was advanced and covered with slabs. The trade and commerce were in the advanced stage. The pieces of the evidence of both the internal and external trade have been found. Many pieces of the evidence of the worship of the Mother Goddess from Indus Valley have been found. Based on the findings of the excavations of the Harappa civilization, what are not true? Which is not true? So, all kinds of the construction, same age of the bricks were found. Okay, all kind of same size of the bricks. It's not true. Okay, mostly all the houses were single storage. Okay, it is definitely not true. We should know this. It's not single story. Double story were also found at that time. Main roads were on the average 10 meters in width. Okay, so it's true. Roads and they were high width. You can see this. All this also wrong. Not at the same size, and all types of construction. Their different size also there. The Indus Valley civilization, both baked and raw bricks were used. Generally, the dimensions ratio of the burial bricks received from the all kinds of towns were 4:2:1. Remember this something baked and raw bricks. However, the ornament bricks from Kalibangan curved bricks from the Chamsdalo have been found. Hence, statement 1 is wrong. Most of the houses built in the Indus Valley were built with the one-story wall, but some houses were built also two stories were also there at that time. Found from the same some houses. The width of the Harappan cities of the roads were 10 meters. Roads at this time also you can see the roads were very broad. Indus Valley people civilization known for them, or what is known as it's known for the urban areas, so it's famous for the town planning. For Harappa and Mohenjo-daro also we know that agriculture were also there, industrialization were also there at that time. So all of them was correct. So the town planning was the unique features of the Indus Valley civilization. The cities and towns were well planned. Harappa and Mohenjo-daro were the two major cities of the Indus Valley civilization. Since the Harappan sites were discovered first, that is why it is known as Harappan civilization. Kalibanga in Rajasthan has given the first evidence of the ploughed agriculture. Remember this, just we read this. Agriculture field were found from the Kalibangan. And evidence of the business have been found from the Lothal. Okay. So all the stations are true. Which of the following is not correctly matched? So, which is not correct? Kalibangan, we know that it is in Rajasthan, not in Haryana. And Alamgirpur in Uttar Pradesh, everybody know. Lothal in Gujarat, Ropar in Punjab, just we read this recently. Kalibangan is Rajasthan. It was discovered by Louis. This is not important. Ontology, this. And is quoted by the host Harappan. It's going to reveal the western mounds was fortified closure with rectangular silent towers. With this. Which are the following centers related to the Indus Valley are situated in Uttar Pradesh? Which is Uttar Pradesh? Alamgir and Glass. Okay. It is asked in EPCS 2018. Kalibangan is in Rajasthan and Lothal is situated in Gujarat. Alamgirpur is in Meerut and Hulas is in Saharanpur, Uttar Pradesh.